Imagine for just a second you're standing outside on a totally normal day. You look up and bam, the entire future of your world is literally projected right across the sky. Well, welcome to this explainer. Today we're breaking down one of the most insane, sudden, world-altering events to ever hit the ninja world. We're talking about a moment that paralyzed nations, completely flipped political alliances, and dragged some seriously dark secrets right into the light. Because, this wasn't just some random broadcast. It was a meticulously planned shockwave designed to force the hand of literally every major player on the board. Okay, let's dive into this. The catalyst hits with 4 undeniable characters burned into the sky like a brand. Konoha year 66. What follows is this aerial view of a future hidden leaf village, and it's bustling, peaceful, totally prosperous. But here's the thing. It isn't the peace that shatters the world's quiet. It's the jaw-dropping realization that this is undeniable proof of a future that hasn't even happened yet. The shockwave of seeing tomorrow instantly triggers this massive cascade of reactions. But hey, before we look at the absolute chaos happening on the ground, we've got to look up, way up, to the architect behind this whole thing.
Section 1. Aizen's calculated sky canopy experiment.
Right, so to truly grasp what's going on here, we have to look at the guy pulling the strings. Aizen. He's leaning back comfortably in this sort of director's chair, right? Got this mischievous little smile playing on his lips. Because while the rest of the world below is literally gasping in awe and terror, to him, these tragic events, the mass panic, the crazy shifting of global power, it's all just a calculated experiment playing out on a giant screen. He just hits a virtual play button and the whole world dances to his tune. It's pretty terrifying, but it's a brilliant way to understand how the chaos we're about to see is entirely manufactured. Section 2. The Global Intelligence War. So the absolute second that broadcast hits, the whole illusion of global peace just shatters. The major ninja villages, they don't react with awe. They react with pure, opportunistic panic. The Fourth Reich Hoge's command absolutely nails this frantic energy. Quick, record every frame, analyze every detail. He doesn't care about the pretty architecture, he's demanding total surveillance. This is pure greed. They instantly treat the broadcast like this unprecedented intelligence goldmine. Every single second of footage is a tactical advantage, a way to dismantle their biggest rival before this prosperous future even has a chance to arrive. It's a total global scramble. Senegatre, Iwagakure, the hidden mist, every single intelligence department shifts into maximum overdrive. It's this frantic, desperate race to uncover Konoha's future weaknesses by tearing apart their future fortifications. They're essentially treating this window into tomorrow as a weapon to use today. It really is a stunning display of human nature, isn't it? You give rival nations a glimpse of global peace, and they immediately start looking for a way to break it. Section 3. Hidden Guilt Inside Konoha. Now, while all those rival villages are desperately searching for future flaws they can exploit, let's look at the third Hokage, Hiruzun Sarutobi. He is sitting in his office in a state of sheer ashen panic. And he isn't worried about future fortifications at all. No, he is absolutely terrified that his past sins are about to be broadcast to the entire planet. For him, the external threat of an enemy is absolutely nothing compared to the internal threat of the truth coming out. Let's break down exactly what's going through Hiruzun's head. His mind instantly races to the darkest corners of his reign. We're talking the truth behind the Uchiha clan massacre, his super shadowy secret dealings with Danzo. The guilt is just immense. Yet, as he sits there watching the peaceful future of Konoha on the screen, that chilling panic gets temporarily masked by this desperate, almost pathetic sense of pride. He just yearns to believe that this peaceful future somehow validates his governance. It's a fleeting comfort against the crushing weight of his exposed secrets. Section 4. Itachi's Hope, Sasuke's Hatred. I want you to imagine the dark, rainy silence outside the Akatsuki base right now. Uchiha Itachi is looking up at the sky, his Sharingan reflecting the very village he sacrificed literally everything to protect. And in this incredibly quiet moment, we witness this heartbreaking silent communication. He's thinking, Sasuke, are you there in the future? Have you become strong? This right here, this is the internal conflict driving Itachi's every agonizing choice. It's a desperate, almost whispered parental-like hope from an older brother who bathed in the blood of his own kin just to give his younger brother a fighting chance to stand in that future light. Now, instantly contrast that desperate hope with the reality on the ground back at the Ninja Academy. Sasuke is definitely not looking at the sky with hope. His fists are clenched so tightly his nails are literally digging into his palms. His eyes are just filled with this endless, consuming hatred. He doesn't care about peace. His one obsessive thought is simply, did my future self kill that man? It is such a devastating juxtaposition, you know? Silent, tragic love stacked right up against loud, blinding vengeance. Section 5. Tsunade's Rise, an ominous warning. Okay, so the broadcast is about to drop a massive political bombshell. On the screen, the Senju princess, Lady Tsunade, steps right into the Hokage office. She's officially replaced Hiruzen. Down in the village, the civilians are totally in shock. And over at a hot spring, Jiraiya has this highly comical, nosebleed-inducing reaction to seeing his old teammate looking, well, outrageously good decades later. But if we pivot swiftly back to the Kage-level analysis, this reveal is seriously no laughing matter. Let's look at how the rival Kage assess this major shift. The third Hokage, Hiruzen, was largely viewed by leaders like the Raikage and Onoki as indecisive, aging. A known quantity, right? But Tsunade? She's the medical saint. She has unmatched, literally monstrous strength. She is fiercely decisive and incredibly hard to deal with. The rival nations instantly realize that under her leadership, Konoha's recovery and military might makes them a far more dangerous target. The fragile shifting of ninja alliances just tilted heavily in Konoha's favor. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the massive disconnect between perception and reality. The world assumes Tsunade is stepping up to proudly lead a brand new prosperous era. But look at Tsunade herself, standing on a bustling gambling street in the present day. When she sees her future self, she literally drops her dice. She is filled with intense dread. Why? Because she knows herself. She knows she would absolutely never take over that messy job unless Konoha was facing an apocalyptic life-or-death crisis. And that terrifying realization is confirmed by the broadcast itself. The future Tsunade on the screen drops all of her usual carefree demeanor. It's entirely replaced by this deep, heavy fatigue and a profound solemnity. The dramatic tension here is just immense. The audience in the world below and all of us watching are basically holding our breath, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, what could possibly put that expression on the face of a legendary Sannin? And then, the thunderous realization hits. Through the sky canopy, her voice echoes across the entire world, delivering the ultimate, violent price for that brief glimpse of peace. War is inevitable. Just like that, the peaceful illusion of the future is instantly shattered. Every single viewer, from the highest Kage to the lowest genin, is left staring at the horrifying reality that a fourth great ninja war is looming right on the horizon. Which leads us to the ultimate question we have to leave you with today. With the future revealed in such a spectacular, terrifying fashion, can the ninja world actually survive its own destiny? Or will the sheer paranoia, the opportunistic greed, and the frantic preparations sparked by Aizen's broadcast actually become the very catalyst that triggers the fourth great ninja war? It's a brilliant, haunting paradox. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and as always, keep questioning the narrative.